Hi, welcome to Copenhagen. Thanks for dropping in. Hope everybody is doing well. Today I am unboxing and testing the Easy Pen from MyCraftClub.com. In recent months there has been quite a bit of activity in the diamond painting groups and people talking about vacuum pens. Now, vacuum diamond painting pens, basically what it is they have a pump and they suck the drill up. So you don't use any wax or putty or anything like that. It's purely the pen sucks the drill onto the tip and then you place it. So the pens that first appeared all had a hose connected to them. Basically it was a small pump that sits next to you or even on the floor, and there's a long tube that connects to the pen, and that is what sucks up the drill. Then I saw this one. The difference with this one is it does not have a tube. So the pump is actually inside the pen. Before I saw this one, I started to see basically things that are called Blackhead Removers that are designed to suck oil and grease out of the pores in your skin. And I noticed that some companies were advertising them for diamond painting. Some were simply putting on a label over the top of the original name, just saying diamond painting pen. And you could actually see through the label, and it was actually for blackheads. Now, that doesn't really matter because a lot of things have been adapted for diamond painting. They were originally used with something else, and then people who diamond paint found they actually worked, so they become like diamond painting tweezers. The tweezers that you get weren't originally designed for diamond painting. But anyway, getting back to the pen. The big thing about this pen is it has no hose, and it does look like it was designed for diamond painting, and I'll explain why in a bit. But the first thing I want to do is have a look at the box. So we have the electric diamond painting pen, and we can see it is available in different colours. And on the side, rechargeable, waterproof, not really sure why that matters. Ultra long standby, Type-C charging. So you charge this with a Type-C USB cable. And then we have 90-degree rotation, ultra long standby, Type-C charging, and waterproof, basically just all the same things again. On the back, electric power deficiency for precise, that was easy to say, for precise diamond dotting. Vacuum suction technology enables easy pickup and placement of diamonds. Lightweight and portable, the long-lasting 800 milliamp battery, IPX5 rated waterproofing and dust resistant. Then we get the specs. Not really that interested in this. It's 1 watt of power. The thing that I was interested in was the weight. The Blackhead Removers, I had a look at them, toyed with the idea of buying one just to try it, decided not to do it. But I did notice that they tended to weigh between 150 and 175 grams, so reasonably heavy. This one only weighs 70, so it's half the weight of the ones that I had seen. So that's pretty much it. I think we'll open it up. So we've got a little sticky label here. So we can get the scissors in. Never as easy as it should be. Okay. I'm not sure if it slides out, if it, yeah, I think it's, there's one on either end, so I think the whole thing slides out like a little tray. So I need to get this one as well. Usually this is faster than trying to peel the label, but not this time. Okay, so have we got it all? Yes. So here we go. So I decided to go for the blue one. As I said, it is available in various colours, as you can see in the box. But with MyCraftClub, it was only available in either pink or blue. So I decided to go for blue. So we get a little leaflet. I don't think I'm going to spend too much time on this. So single head, operating button, Type-C charging port, charging cable. And then just all these, again, just the same information. Usage guide. Press and hold the button to activate. Users can rotate the nib to different angles as needed. Users can select different nibs for operation. Okay. So this is it. And we'll take it out. Now, it was advertised as having a multiplacer, a 3-drill multiplacer, which I think should be in here. And it appears that we don't have one. And that was one of the reasons that I wanted to try this one, because it had a multiplacer. All the other ones I've seen are just single placers, but no multiplacer in the box, even though it was advertised. Unless it's underneath. And it isn't, it's just the charging cable. Okay, so that's a bit of a disappointment because I was curious to see how well the multiplacer worked. So USB charger, USB-C, I guess the port is on the bottom. So I don't know, this is straight out of the box, so I don't know if it's got any charge. It might go flat, it might not even work, but we'll give it a try. Okay, it works. To me, that is pretty loud. The other thing is you have to hold the button. As soon as you let the button go, it stops. The tip, kind of unusual, it's angled. It's plastic. It looks like steel, but it is actually plastic. So, alright, okay, I get this. You can rotate the head to wherever you want at 90-degree steps. That'll be so you can get the way you want the angle and the button to work best for you. So for me, probably I would use it like that, I think. Left-handed people might want it that way, so they would have to turn the head. That's all I can think. So, yeah. Initial thoughts, you have to hold it very far back in the middle of the pen. You're not holding it sort of where you would expect. It is thick. If we just compare it to a normal standard pink diamond painting pen, you can see there is a huge difference. But it isn't that heavy. I was quite surprised considering there's a pump inside here. I think it'd be better if when you press the button, it switched it on and pressed it again to switch it off, because then you're tied to having to keep your hand here. I think that could take quite a bit of getting used to. So I think that's the way that I would use it. So next thing to do is actually try it. Okay, I think this is going to be interesting. As you can see, I'm working on a very, very small diamond painting, but it's enough to test it. And the drills that I've got in the tray at the moment are ABs, Aurora Borealis, the ones that have the coating that tend to pull the pink wax out of the normal pens. So I want to see if it picks up ABs. I don't see any reason why it won't, because it's just a vacuum. I've been sitting trying to figure out the best way for me to hold this. It just feels really weird, so different from anything I've used, but we'll give it a try. So switch it on, picks up the drill and places it, but I really don't like the tip. I don't like the angle. I'm used to using pens that go straight up and down, so but I think the obvious thing is the noise. It is very loud. If you were diamond painting at night, I'm sure this would annoy other people. I'm sure it wouldn't be long till my wife came in, because I do tend to diamond paint either late at night or early in the morning before I go to work, and I don't think anybody would want to hear this at 4 o'clock in the morning. Actually, oh, see, that was, I just slightly took my finger off the button and it stopped and dropped the drill, which is annoying. So get the tweezers, put it back. So you've got to hold the button all the time. I don't really know why they do that, because instinctively when I put the drill down, I let go of the button. Yeah, I do not like this tip at all. I would be solely tempted just to go back and get a normal pen to fix that, but I'm determined. So it might take a bit of getting used to. If you use an angled tip, you might find it better than I do, because I'm used to the straight tips and I would hold the pen straight up and down in place like that. So I've got one more. Again, it's just habit. The thing is, you don't need the vacuum once the drill is down on the glue, I suppose, so the battery would last longer. But the tip is plastic. How long it would wear over time, or how well it would wear over time, I have no idea. I would much prefer it if it was a flat tip, straight across instead of that angled thing. So that is all of that colour. So I'm just going to try for a little bit, see if I get more used to it. It's kind of like that when you try things that are totally alien. Like when I first tried tweezers, I could not get the hang of them at all. Now I use tweezers all the time, but I did use diamond painting pens for a long time as well. I've just never tried anything like this. So the next one is another AB. As I said, I don't see there be any problems. The problem is the wax sticking to the coating on the ABs. Since we're not using wax, nothing's going to stick. So try again. I mean, it does pick up. You can't say it doesn't. But that noise is, how long could you realistically listen to that without it being irritating? So now I'm tending to hold the button all the time. Really thinking about it, all I should be doing is holding it when I pick the drill up and then place it and then move it if I need to. So instead of just being a constant noise, it's on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off, and I can see that being just as irritating for people. So if you're used to diamond painting like me, wearing headphones and listening to music, maybe you wouldn't notice it. But everybody else around you definitely would. So yeah, I'm not getting these drills as straight as I would with a normal pen tip. I'm sort of trying to spin the thing, because it's plastic, it just doesn't work. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to test it any more than that. The things that I don't like are the tip. Hopefully you can see it's angled. I don't know why the button is way up here. when normally you would probably hold it down here. So it makes no sense for the button to be there. The button lights up when you press it. I don't know why. You can obviously tell when it's on by the noise. It isn't actually as heavy as it might look. So it's about half the weight of the Blackhead machines that I saw. But yeah, it would take a lot of getting used to. If you have problems holding narrow things, if you've got arthritis that's pretty bad, you might actually be okay with this. But the problem is you have to hold the button in all the time, which I don't think would be comfortable for someone with arthritis. So yeah, I want to talk about the noise a little bit more. Okay, so I mentioned the noise, which is pretty obvious to everybody, but I wanted to show just exactly how noisy it is, because I actually have a gadget that I never expected to be using in a diamond painting video, but I do have a noise meter. So if we look at the meter without me talking, it's around 46, 47. So if I stop talking again and then switch this on, we'll see what happens. So it jumps by about 20 decibels. So it sits at around 66 decibels. Background noise is roughly 44. So I mentioned other pens that I've reviewed, vacuum pens, but they did have tubes attached. So this is the last one that I reviewed a few months ago. So it uses a standard tip. It doesn't have this angled tip that's unique to that pen. So it has the brass insert, and if it does get damaged, it's just easily pulled out and another tip put in. It's just the standard tip that you'll get in any diamond painting pen. So easy to get spares. I have no idea how easy it is to get spares for this one, because it is a specialised tip. The other thing is, this is just more like a normal diamond painting pen. It is wasted at the end, so it's more comfortable than the straw, and it has the hose that attaches to the top. So this just pushes in, and that's it. So the way this one works is it has a pump, which is this. We have a very long hose, so I can even put this pump on the floor if I want while I'm diamond painting, if I think this is too noisy. But we'll see how this compares. So this is plugged into the mains and there's no switch on the side, so I'll go quiet again and we can see what happens. So I think you can see there is quite a difference. I mean, I'm sitting this right next to the pump. Probably this pump would be out of the way while you were diamond painting, and as I said, it could even be on the floor. But even sitting up here, it hardly makes any difference on the readings. So quite a bit louder. The other things, I mean, I haven't really had a lot of time to think about this, but just things that sort of pop into my mind. The button being way up here, I don't really understand why you would want to hold a pen so far back. The button to me should be somewhere down here, where it's more sort of normal to hold or press, maybe there. The fact that when you switch it on, you've got to keep your finger on the button. I think that could be just a thing of getting used to it, because you only need the vacuum on to pick up the drill and put it on the glue. Once it's on the glue, it's just a matter of turning or pushing the drill into place. So it doesn't need to be on all the time, and obviously it would drain the battery quicker. The other thing is there's no power level, so you have no idea how low the battery is or when it's going to stop. I was going to say kick out, doesn't make sense. When it's going to stop. So you could be sitting down ready to diamond paint, and you just start diamond painting and the battery goes flat. Now, whether you can run it while it's plugged in, I don't know, I haven't tried it. How long it takes to charge, I don't know. How long it will run on full charge, I don't know. I don't think it mentioned it in the booklet. I better have a quick look. No, it just says operation active is green, charging is red, charging complete, no light. So if you're charging it and the light goes off, it's fully charged. But oh yeah, it does say. So we've got charging time 1.6 hours. So just over an hour and a half to fully charge it. How long it runs, it doesn't say. That'll depend how long you hold the button, I suppose. So 1.5 hours to charge, just over. But it doesn't say how long it'll actually run for. Work life above 1 year. It doesn't really mean anything. So yeah, and that's pretty much it. I like the idea. The idea of having a pen that works with vacuum and you don't have the hose or anything else is a good idea, but I think it's going to take a lot of work, and I'm sure companies will be looking at it because it does have potential. It means that you don't have to use wax or putty, so you don't get any little bits of wax or putty residue in between your drills. You don't have the problem of the wax getting pulled out of the pen with AB drills. And yeah, it's just cleaner. It would be cleaner. You wouldn't have any excess. You don't have to spend time refilling pens and things as well. So that is the difference. You can either go for something like this. You also get the Blackhead Removers, which I'm not going to buy. The reason I went for this was because it looked as if it was specifically for diamond painting. The Blackhead Removers need a bit of fiddling to get a proper diamond painting pen tip. I have seen people have modified them and they do work. How loud they are, I don't know. I know they are, the ones that I've seen the weights on anyway, are twice as heavy as this, if not more. So you have to sort of take that into account. That's going to be pretty heavy to hold in diamond paint for a long time. I don't know, the Blackhead Removers, I would imagine you just switch them on and the pump starts and then you switch off again, which would be a better idea, I think, than this hold and let go thing. But for people who have seen these with the hose and think, well, I think the hose would get in my way, I have tried these pens with the hoses, and because your hand is here and the hose is way up here and it's nowhere near where you're diamond painting. It's flexible, it's light, it doesn't really weigh anything. I just didn't find it an issue at all. But we're all different. I'm sure there are going to be people out there that say they've got one of these and it's the best thing since sliced bread. That's good if it works for you. But I just wanted to try it and point out the things that personally I see as issues that need to be worked on. But yeah, I mean, it does work. It is a diamond painting pen that works on a vacuum, and I can't argue with that. I just think that companies need to work a bit more on it, redesign it, make it a bit more ergonomic, reposition that button and change the tip. And I did not get a 3-place multi-placer as was advertised. The other thing is these pens, this is called the Easy Pen, but this identical pen is advertised on many different diamond painting companies now because it's picking up, it's gaining a lot of interest, the vacuum pen idea. So everybody's trying to jump on board. You will find this exact same pen from various diamond painting companies, and it will be various prices. So it's definitely worth looking up the vacuum diamond painting pen, e-painter diamond painting pen, and see what you find, because you will find quite a few companies have exactly this model, and as I said, the prices vary. So that was the Easy Pen from MyCraftClub.com, a cordless vacuum diamond painting pen. Now, I think the concept is good, the idea is good, to have a diamond painting pen that basically sucks up the drills. You don't have to use wax, you don't have any residue left on your kit, you don't have the pink wax getting pulled out of the pen tip by AB drills. Really good idea, but I think we are still in the very early days. This was the first cordless one that I'd seen specifically, or it looks like it's been specifically made for diamond painters. The other ones I saw were basically blackhead removers that some people realised might actually work as diamond painting pens. So I haven't bought one of them yet, but when I saw this one, I saw it looked as if it was for diamond painting. It did say that it came with a 3 drill multiplacer, which it didn't. I don't know if it was just a mistake. There was that little bit that looks like that's where the 3 placer would go, because I was really curious to see if actually it would work as a multiplacer, because the 2 pens that I've tried previously were only single placers. They did not take multi-placers. So that's what got me curious, and there has been a lot of talk about vacuum pens, or e-pens as people are calling them, recently in the past few months. And I just thought, okay, I've seen this one, and as I said, I've seen recently quite a few diamond painting companies are now advertising this exact pen. Maybe under different names, but it is exactly the same pen. And the prices do vary. So if you are still thinking about it and the noise wouldn't bother you, you think you could get used to that angled tip, and you could get used to the button that you have to hold all the time when you want the vacuum on, definitely give it a try, but I would say shop around. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video and you would like to see more unboxings, unbaggings, comparisons, accessories, anything to do with diamond painting, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification button. If you do that, you may catch me live on YouTube. I do random lives. People can drop in, see what I'm working on, and we can have a bit of a chat. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and in the meantime, take care, be safe, and wash your hands.